Okay, so car development, it dates as far back as the 16th century. We have this guy, his name is Christian Huygens. He developed the first car engine. He used gunpowder as his fuel source, so his idea was improved upon until we got Nicholas Otto with the first four-stroke engine. Then Penn and Laboratory took this idea and created the first car, which was a Peugeot. Yeah, well, they created the first car. And yeah, with a system of improving ideas and more cars being created, we had so many other better ones like the Daimler motor or Toyota Supra, the Lamborghini Aventador. You get the idea. Then we go into the design of a car, which has to do with these few specs like the height, length, area, legroom, headroom, doors, seats, aerodynamics, horsepower, and the rest. Tweak these values a bit and you can get any type of car like a sedan, SUV, Mini Cooper, minivan. Then we talk about speed. Yeah, that's an important thing, speed. Most sports cars are made very streamlined so that air flows over them because you know about this thing called drag. It's like force stopping a car from going any faster. So if your car is shaped like a bus, it's gonna move really slow. If it's shaped like this, it's gonna move pretty fast. Yeah, there are a whole lots of values they need to know, lots of things you need to use to calculate it. But just know the more a car is shaped like a water drop, the more faster it's gonna move through the air. Then we get into the internal parts of the car. It's mostly these three components. They're the engine, transmission, and steering. The engine, which uses internal combustion, and fuel sources like oxygen and fuel, mixing them together to generate power. The more power the engine generates, the faster your car is gonna go. So if you want your car to move really fast, you need to have lots of horsepower, like 1600, 1500. You need to make it a small car. More horsepower doesn't technically mean more speed, it just means it generates more power. Like a tank has 1600 horsepower. Same thing with this, the Jesko Absolute. But you know, Jesko Absolute always moves faster than a tank. Then we enter transmission, which is just how the power gets transmitted to the steering. It could be the front wheels that gets the power, back wheels that gets the power. This mostly depends on the car manufacturer. Then we have steering. It's basically how your car moves, where the power is being sent, back tires, front tires, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. This is mostly a summary. It's not going to tell you everything. It's just going to give you a broad idea. So just know these three components: engine, transmission, and steering. Then we have maintenance. Maintenance of a car mostly depends on some factors like the fluids in it. That's the engine oil, motor fluid, radiator coolant, transmission fluid, the rest, brake fluid. Yeah, you need to replace these regularly because your car isn't perfect. It really needs replacement. And if you don't, well, you can have lots of problems down the line. Then we have the filters like the air filter, oil filter. When you're dealing with car maintenance, know to replace lots of fluids and know how to work a car at least for any faults. Also your tires, know to replace your tires. That's the end of the video. Before I go, here's a step-by-step guide on how to hotwire a car. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not actually encouraging anybody to do this.